This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com/PsycheTruth.
Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a back and shoulder massage for the lovely Holly. Let's go ahead and get started. If you don't have time to watch this video right now, go ahead and save to or watch later and just watch whenever you get a chance. So I'm going to go ahead and begin this massage by offering a pincer grasp, but first I'm just going to place my hands and kind of let Holly get comfortable with my touch. And especially because the pincer grasp is a more aggressive way to begin a massage, I like to just kind of ease into it, grabbing hold of that muscle belly, and on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe at a 5. So not too much. I'm going to do this about 3 times. And kind of setting the pace, doing deeper work today. And I was thinking, as I was starting this massage, that it would be good to work on the deltoids a little bit because they are so connected to the infraspinatus on top of the shoulder. Sometimes when that muscle is really tight, it can help to work on that arm muscle first, even if it's indirectly and super light. And just doing some compressive holds around the shoulder blades with my thumbs. Even if it's brief, really important to warm up the soft tissue and give Holly a sort of roadmap for what we're going to be doing. I find that my clients can relax a lot more when they know what's coming. And don't worry about finding the perfect spot along these upper traps and around the shoulder blades. It's all really a good area to do this kind of work on. You will start to pick up on those trigger points as you spend a little more time. Just simply working the soft tissue a little more. Just tracing Holly's shoulder blades with the heel of my hands. And I'm going to grab my oil. So I want a soft sheen on the skin, so not using too much oil. Always smart to begin by getting oil on your forearms and your elbows if you're gonna use techniques that involve those body parts. And my goal initially is to get that upper trap to release and relax. Focusing on the neck first, as that muscle narrows into the neck. Focusing more on the soft tissue than anything right now. And I like to consistently remind my clients of the connection between different muscles, touching on those lats and how they connect to the rotator cuff muscles. And right now I'm just kind of making sure that the soft tissue is nice and stretchy and warmed up. And also that the oil's well dispersed so I don't have to keep getting more and losing contact with Holly as we get deeper into the massage. Working on these rhomboids, helping the spine to hopefully relax. If the table's really low or you're a really tall person, you can go as far down as you want along the spine, really keeping it on these rhomboids. And just always making sure that I'm not going in with my forearm or my elbow too quickly. Just more than anything, just bringing Holly's awareness onto this area that I'm going to be working on, the top of her shoulder bone, her scapula. So I'm going to be working on the infraspinatus. And it's such a thick muscle, I'm not really doing a whole lot right now, but just bringing her awareness there. And I'm also working on these deltoids a little bit. With my thumbs, this isn't a perfect angle for my wrist, but it's a time-saving move for me. And I'm gonna just slowly transition into some more focused work. So I start pretty light. I'm just tracing Holly's scapula. I'm not gonna spend much time on that lower trap and go right into upper portion of that muscle. And just gradually starting to offer a little bit more pressure. With trigger point, I don't want my client to feel like I'm poking them, so using a little bit more finesse and so with this trigger point work, just holding and just staying in a really nice flow with it. You can start to hold a little bit longer if it feels appropriate. Just keep in mind that it's really important to listen to that muscle tissue and really let it invite you in, because you can damage the muscle tissue if you offer too much pressure too fast before that muscle is ready. I'll usually give my client a bit of a break. Just work that muscle tissue, different angle. It honestly feels pretty good for right now. So I'm gonna transition into these rotator cuff muscles. And I'm gonna change position of the arm so that this infraspinatus is a little easier to work on. And it's a little more taut. Can also work on the teres minor and major at the same time, even if it's pretty lightly. And tracing the lateral side of that scapula. I think that's a great warm-up, but I really do like to put all my focus into this deeper work in the infraspinatus as we move a little further into what's going on here. Don't be surprised if this muscle feels like it's just super stubborn and it's not really liking what you're doing at first. It's not always used to being worked on. I wanna just gradually start to offer more pressure as it's ready. Same thing, just using that finesse and continuing with that movement even as you release those holds. There's really no right or wrong way to work on these different rotator cuff muscles. You can give that infraspinatus a little break and work on these teres minor and major. Feels really nice if you include that sweeping motion across the lats at the end of the more detailed work in these smaller rotator cuff muscles. And I'm gonna land on this infraspinatus one last time. Do a little bit more trigger point work in here. You can also use your elbow in here if you're working on someone that's big enough and you feel comfortable. I just find with smaller framed women, I don't usually like using my elbow on this area. Just keep in mind, like, you're not trying to do all the work right now, making some good progress and moving on. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish with just some effleurage strokes that are gonna feel a little more relaxing. Including those lats. And that is all for today. Thank you for joining me today. I really enjoyed spending this time with you. I look forward to seeing you next time.